Well, all you property preservation maniacs, it's Chuck Taylor with the Taylor Shop coming at you again with another vlog. This week I'm going to talk about us versus them. You know who I'm talking about. Basically, the Taylor Shop versus everybody else. So, it's come to my attention, well, it's been my attention for some time now that we have some competition out there. I wouldn't really call it competition because I would think that competition would have to mean that they are somewhat in your competitive range, which nobody is. It's just the bottom line. The reason I'm making this quick vlog is for a few reasons, but one being that, I've been talking to a lot of contractors recently, and a lot of them, unfortunately, are just discovering who the Taylor Shop is, and or just finding out that we're actually out there and we're available and we are the premier source for property preservation work order processing, and that unfortunately they'd have to because they didn't know who we were, that we were out there, they ended up going through one of those foreign operations, Bangladesh, India, stuff like that. And of course, not to be surprised that they were very displeased with the work that they got from those companies. Most of them tell me about the same thing: is that they can pretty much transfer data. Whatever you provide them, they'll put on the update. But anything beyond that is not going to happen. These people have no idea what property preservation is. I'm surprised they can even say property preservation. They certainly don't understand that this is an industry that you need to think outside the box, and you have to work with different websites and so many different variables, and changing protocols. The allowables and requirements and regulations, policies, protocols, all that stuff changes daily. And I don't know if somebody over in India is staying on top of that. However, the Taylor Shop is. We're certainly plugged into all the major servicing companies, as well as FHA HUD and everything else that pertains to, I should say Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, everybody, conventional loan types, the whole nine. We stay on top of every change, which they don't necessarily come daily. Sometimes it seems like that, but nonetheless, we're on top of every single solitary changes. We update our PCR forms to reflect that, to make sure that we're getting all the information the first time. Now, these other operations. Now, I'm not just talking about foreign operations. I'm talking about the single mom that wants to sit at home and do updates all day, or somebody else who thinks that they're going to sit around and do updates and do type of any scale. There's a few companies out there. I've seen ones that say, well, we update for Safeguard, but if you have any other servicer, if you complete work for anybody else, we'll be glad to learn them. So now you're supposed to teach a processing company how to do updates? That doesn't make any sense. If you're processing for multiple clients, you need a company that's going to be able to process those orders for your multiple clients, that has experience with them. I'm sure all you know by now, I've been in this particular business for over 10 years, and I've been in the property preservation business for over 15. So, and I'm not going to go into my history in this video because you should already know it by now. But yeah, somebody that might have worked for a servicing company, Safeguard, LPS, something like that, and they quit and they want to go start updating. Oh, that sounds cute. Oh, that sounds like fun. Oh, I get to work from home and have all this freedom. There is no freedom in property preservation. This is 7 days a week. This is nonstop. This doesn't end, and the Taylor Shop understands that. So when I say that it's not necessarily competition, I really mean that, because it's going to be very difficult for anybody out there to match our experience and certainly our elaborate quality control procedures and protocols. It's just not going to happen. So anyways, but yeah, I get calls from a lot of guys that have used these companies, and they're absolutely wretched, and they don't understand. I can tell you one example is that sometimes if you have a form or something, especially online, it might actually say, put text here, or please add description here or something. And well, you're supposed to type over that or delete it or whatever. Well, I've actually talked to people that have used those foreign operations that they've actually typed out verbatim, add description here in a bid to a client. Now, listen, is that even close to anything that you'd want to pay for? I don't care if they charge you $2, which, hey, some do. They're pretty cheap. Are we the cheapest? Absolutely not. Are we the best? Without a doubt. I mean, talk to anybody that's even used a tailor shop. We take this extremely seriously. We're not some fly-by-night operation. We have a website that's been around for over 10 years. It's been updated. It's not the original website we had, of course, but our history is trackable. You can see my personal history online. If you go on LinkedIn or anything, you can see exactly where I came from and what led me to this point in property preservation now, and why we are the best, and why there is no other option when it comes to, listen, you need help with your processing, your people aren't getting it done, or you had to go to one of these foreign operations, they're not getting it done. So what's your option? Well, there's only one option, and that's the tailor shop, of course. I mean, I don't know. It's hard for me to even sort of like mix words about it or anything, because it's so unfortunate that these guys feel that their only option is to go through one of these other foreign operations. Now, listen, if you're looking for a cheap update, just like if you're looking for a cheap product, you're gonna go overseas. If you're looking for a quality handmade customized product, then you're going to pay a little more and you're going to get that quality long lasting product. Well, that's what the tailor shop is. We're a long lasting product. We're not some fly by night or some other kind of like whimsical fantasy stay at home mom situation where they just want to stay at home with the kids and update a few orders here and there. We process hundreds of orders a day for multiple clients of varying size and volumes, and we do it better than anybody with the utmost accuracy and efficiency. You're going to find you'll find it here. Is that a word? You'll find it here, but you won't find that anywhere else. And I could sort of prove it to you, and I'll get to that right before the end of this video. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just felt compelled to kind of just not really rant, but just let you guys know that we are out there. The tailor shop is available. We are the only US-based 100%. Do not farm anything out. Do not use remote updaters. Every single order, and I do mean every single work order, from your REO, gigantic REO secure, all the way down to your lowly grass cut, no work done occupied, is done right here in our office in Cleveland. And under no circumstances at any point in our business or any time will we ever farm anything out, will we ever do anything like that. So and you can trust in the fact that your work's being done by Americans in America, period, point blank, and the quality is second to none. I mean, let me just look in the camera. Come here. I'm gonna tell you. Look at me. Look at my eyes. Our quality is second to none. Our work orders do not get reopened. We make sure that you guys and your crews are providing us the correct information, hopefully the first time, definitely the second time, and that we're getting that order in and it is correct. I take this very, very seriously. I understand chargebacks. I understand HUD demand letters. I understand what can happen if you do not get the stuff in correctly. That just doesn't happen under the tailor shop watch. And I will, it's funny I'm going to say this word, but I would challenge anybody to prove me wrong. Please do. Our history and reputation speak for themselves. You're busy and you don't have time to worry about, employees showing up and if they're going to want, paid time off and 401ks and medical benefits and all that stuff. You don't want to worry about that. Well, you don't have to worry about that, because we're here to make sure that not only are you cutting your in-house office costs, but you're going to virtually eliminate any potential possibility for a chargeback or anything else like that because the work order was submitted incorrectly. That just does not happen. I just want to be very clear on that. Again, our services pay for themselves, and it is the highest quality work order processing in the preservation industry you are going to find unequivocally. Unequivocally? Is it? I'm terrible with words today. I'm sorry. You know what I mean, though. So anyways, I want to wrap this up. Like I said, I just wanted to make this quick, just in your face. I want you to be very clear about we are the best. Make no mistake. Tailor Shop is the best. And if you're interested or curious about our services, do not hesitate to give us a call. Go on our website, www.thetailorshop.com. And you'll see we have an 800 number. You can call us, and guess what? You're going to speak to an American citizen. They're going to understand you. They're going to ask you a short list of questions to prepare us, me personally, for the phone call with you. See, we do things very professionally around here and very seriously around here. And we make sure we're tailoring our services to your exact situation and specifications. We're not a dumping ground. We're a very progressive company. So anyways, let's get to the interesting part of this video. Okay, so I believe me, you guys are going to like this somewhat. Some of you might. Now, you can just stop this video now because this is pretty much the end of the video. However, if you want to stick around for another few minutes, 5 minutes or so, you'll hear something pretty interesting. Now, yeah, of course, when I'm looking for in-house workers, in-house employees and workers, that we go to Craigslist. Of course, who doesn't? So we go to Craigslist, and of course, we get 50 plus resumes a week. I probably call 2 of them because we're so particular about the type of people we bring in here. Nonetheless, it simply states that we're a national work order processing company looking for in-house workers. This is not a work from home position and all that good stuff. We're clearly looking for in-house workers. Well, I get not tremendous, it's a handful of responses to that ad from those foreign operations, from those firms out of India and Bangladesh. And they're so inept and so stupid that they don't even, in a very detailed business, they can't even tell what they're reading. They think I'm a contractor looking for an updater. I'm looking for updaters, but for my in-house processing company. So, anyways, I've been getting these, emails from the same people for a couple of years now. Well, I said, you know what? I'm going to call them. And here's the thing. I called them. I called the one number because I was going to make like I was a contractor. I called them because there's one particular company out there that took the verbiage off my original site. Now my site has changed, and the verbiage is somewhat is different now, but for the most part, a lot of it's the same. Well, if you go on their site, I'm not going to tell you who they are, although you might hear it in this phone call. But they literally took the verbiage off of my site verbatim and put it on a site. They are out of India, and it's plagiarism, copyright infringement, whatever. I'm not worrying about it because they're not hurting my business. So anyways, I got tired of these guys calling. So I said, you know what, I'm going to call. Well, anyways, I called during the day and had to leave a message. And in fact, it was like some Google number or something. It was weird. It wasn't even like a professional, you reach such and such preservation, please leave your name and number. It was some weird recording and stuff like that. It didn't even sound, it wouldn't have made me think this is a preservation company. So anyways, I left a message and they called back late that evening, like at 8 or 9 o'clock at night. And I didn't know who it was, so I'm going to edit the first couple minutes because it's just a bunch of me saying, oh, I don't think I know who you are, because I didn't know who it was. But anyways, and the unfortunate part is part of the phone call got cut off. So you'll hear a snippet of it. You'll hear it. But basically I tell them, look, you stole the verbiage off me. I suggest you take it off there. And by the way, nobody's interested in your foreign operation work and stuff because, the quality's terrible. And anyways, you'll see. It's pretty amusing what he says. Apparently, when they get mad over there in Bangladesh, they want to challenge somebody. They want to challenge them. So anyways, I'm gonna put this phone call in here at the end, so it's not very long, like I said, and you could hear a brief conversation of me talking to one of these companies and pretty much letting them know that they stole my verbiage off my site, and nobody appreciates what they do. Um, and yeah, I could have said a lot more, but I was somewhat caught off guard because it was like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock at night or something, and I was tired and I was half asleep anyways. So, anyways, I know I said I'd be making these vlogs a lot shorter. This one is obviously longer for a few reasons. My apologies. I guarantee you, I will continue to get these vlogs shorter and quicker. But what the hell? Who doesn't like to look at this face and listen to these words? But anyways, I digress. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Enjoy this little snippet of a phone call with one of those Bangladesh operations. And like I said, if you want the real deal, in property preservation, work order outsourcing, processing, contact Taylor Shop. Don't waste your time elsewhere. Don't waste your money elsewhere. If you put a high value, listen to me. One last thing. If you put a high value on quality, then give us a call. Thank you.
Oh no, are you working with property preservation or something like that?
Yes.
Yeah, maybe you're searching for me. I have a company that is S&T Preservation Solutions, and we are doing the work orders for any kind of vendors. Do you
Yeah,
need any processing help?
I think you guys responded to my Craigslist ad.
Right, right, right.
Um,
Okay, so do you need any kind of preservation processing help?
no, no. I mean, I look for in-house workers. I'm not. You guys must have not have read the ad.
Okay, the thing is that, sir, we already do more work orders for the other clients. So if you are thinking about the security issue or any other thing, then I think you can stop thinking regarding this
No,
because
listen. You gotta understand something. I know who you. I mean, you're not U.S. based. You guys are out of the country, right? You're in Bangladesh or
no, no,
India.
no, 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 no. You are thinking wrong. The thing is that we are in Florida, but the thing is that I'm not U.S. Citizen. That's the thing. But we are processing in Florida.
Right.
Okay.
Now, I
Uh-huh.
listen. I gotta tell you something.
Okay.
I've been on your website. Okay.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And you responded to my ad. That's the only reason I called you. But
Okay.
I'm Chuck Taylor. I'm with the company called the Taylor Shop. I've been in business for over 10 years.
Okay.
You stole verbiage off my website and you put it on your website. The verbiage
Mm-hmm.
on your website was stolen off my website. And you know
Uh-huh.
this, and you know it. If you're the owner or whatever, and you know that, I would recommend that you guys change that because you know damn well that you stole your verbiage off my website. You guys, your thing you sent me said you've been in business 5 years. Well, I've been in business over 10 years, and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so I just, I don't know why you would respond to my ad. My ad states that I'm looking for in house people. I talk to a lot of contractors in property preservation. I've been in this business for 15 years.
Mm-hmm.
Contractors do not want services from companies that are out of the country or use um, stuff like that. So,
Okay, so you are wrong. You are 100% wrong that the company are not using. The company are using lot of. They are giving a lot of work because we are giving the low prices and the same quality as you are provided
no, no,
them.
no, no, no.
Do you understand what I am saying?
No, no, no. Listen, man. You guys have low prices because you're outsourcing into India and Bangladesh. The quality, you guys do not come
Mm-hmm.
anywhere near my quality, and you know how I know this? Cause
Okay, I am challenging you. I am challenging you if you are thinking that my quality is not good enough, that
I
I am
know it's.
challenging you.
I don't need to be challenged. I know it's not good, but here's my thing. You know you stole